to the unimaginable horror of Surfside, Florida, and the desperate search for victims. This morning, families are still waiting for news about missing loved ones. Human remains have been found at the site, a horrifying scene of debris and loss. And new details are emerging about what was wrong with the building. Surfside's mayor is concerned about a sister building now. He will join us in a moment. Our Victor Oquendo, who has been on the ground covering this story from the beginning, leads us off. Good morning, Victor.
Good morning, John. In the face of grueling conditions, fires, storms, and the stifling heat, search and rescue teams are forging ahead. They are using heavy equipment, sonar, search dogs, even robots. This is a dangerous and delicate operation, and they have to work quickly for the safety of the crews, and they know every second counts for any possible survivors. The loved ones of those still unaccounted for wait. It's a mix of emotions from hope to grief. Overnight, new details emerging about the plans for the building's mandatory 40-year recertification released by the city of Surfside. The estimated cost, $9.1 million, with much of the budget going toward the garage door entrance, the pool deck, and the facade. One inspection report filed with the city in 2018 claims that the entrance drive and pool deck of the building had failed waterproofing, which was causing major structural damage to the concrete structural slab below these areas. However, engineers also filed another document describing the overall concrete framing as being in good condition, and experts say that both the cost and the type of repairs recommended for the recertification are consistent with what you would expect for a building of this age and size. The investigation here will likely take weeks, months, maybe even longer, and the priority here on the ground is still search and rescue. John?
Thank you, Victor. For more, let's bring in the mayor of Surfside, Florida, Charles Burkett. Mr. Mayor, our condolences for this excruciatingly awful situation that you're in. Can you give us an update on the search and rescue operation?
I was there this morning, and I took a walk around the site, and I did see a substantial difference from when I left last night at about 11 o'clock. So there is progress being made. We've got waves of search and rescue teams that are just flowing over the site, going in and going out. So it's moving along. The persistent fire that we've had for the past couple days is apparently out. We don't know if it's out because apparently it was very deep down in the rubble, but fingers crossed right now that that's going to continue.
What are you telling families who are still hoping to find their loved ones?
One thing, I'm telling them that we are working 24 hours a day, nonstop, nothing else on our mind, with the only objective of pulling their family members out of that rubble safely. That's what we're doing, and we are not going to stop doing that. Not today, not tomorrow, not the next day. We're going to keep going until everybody's out.
And obviously there are many, many questions that are being asked and will need to be answered in the days and weeks ahead. But what is your sense on what caused all of this?
Listen, buildings don't fall down in America. That is a third world phenomenon. And the last time we saw something like this, where we had two sections of building fall down pancake style separately, and we've all seen that video. And then we saw the fire. It's very reminiscent of something we've seen in New York, and it's very disturbing. There was something obviously very, very wrong at this building, and we need to get to the bottom of it. But that's, like I said, not today, not tomorrow, and not for a long time, because our first priority and our only priority is to pull our residents out of that rubble and reunite them with their family, who understandably are out of their minds with emotion, sadness, anger, and just confused and want to know what's happening. So our duty is to continue to do our jobs, which is to find their loved ones and reunite them. And that's what we're doing from 7 to 7 in the evening, and then again at night, over and over again. We've got teams from Israel now, we've got teams from Mexico, we've got world-class search and rescue people, we've got the dogs, we've got the cranes. We are not resource poor. We don't have a resource problem, we've had a luck problem. We just need to start to get a little more lucky right now.
You've also expressed concerns about the sister building, Champlain Towers South, and the structural integrity of that building. What's the latest on that? Are you going to Will there be a mandatory evacuation? I mean, shouldn't that happen?
You know, I came back the first night and started to get calls from residents about that building. I wasn't aware that that was the sister building, that it was built around the same time by the same contractor with the same plans and probably with the same materials. And it dawned on me that, you know, I can't just not consider that fact because we don't know why that building fell down. And given that, we need to get in and understand what's going on with the sister building. So I contacted Senator Scott and I contacted Daniela Cava, our mayor here in Dade County, and they agreed that we needed to do something and quick. So what we've done is we've advised the building that we have a concern. We've worked with FEMA, the Red Cross, and private donors. We're going to make alternative housing available for any resident that really doesn't want to be in that building pending the investigation, which is going to commence next week with I would say an army of engineers that are going to get in there and pour over that building from top to bottom. We sent our building official from Surfside with an engineer in there yesterday. They did a cursory walkthrough of that building and another building called the Champlain Towers, which is right next to it, although that building is newer and different. But they came away thinking that they didn't spot, and I'm paraphrasing right now, anything that really jumped out at them as very, very serious. But having said that, I don't know if I'd be comfortable staying in that building until I knew for sure that they had done a comprehensive top-to-bottom study on what's going on with the systems in that building.
That's for sure. Mayor Burkett, thank you for taking time to talk to us this morning.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.